Finally, Arsenal, finally you offer Reiss Nelson a new contract. It's about damn time. What were you waiting on? What exactly was it that you're waiting on? It's the start. It's the start of the new season. Today, July 1st, the transfer window is officially opened. And today is the day that you realize, oh, Reiss Nelson's contract is running out in a year. We need to offer him a new deal. Well, at least according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal have offered Reiss Nelson a new contract until 2024 to send him on loan immediately after the current one expires in 11 months. Nelson has not accepted yet, as he's looking for other options. Olympiacos and 3 other clubs already contacted Nelson to sign him. That's in the past, because I heard about Olympiacos in January. So I don't believe that last statement there is 100% accurate in terms of what's going on right now. But you could make a fair assumption that the likes of like Olympiacos, I know one of them were Villarreal in the past, that might come in from again. The 3 other English clubs, I know there were talks on Watford that were interested in him. You could believe now that Patrick Vieira, or at least looks to be the new Crystal Palace manager. You could see Crystal Palace as being a viable option for him to go out on loan, get some experience, and maybe even a Newcastle, because the wonders that Steve Bruce did with Joe Willock, I'm sure, lightning can strike twice when it comes to Brucey, and he could, work his magic on Reiss Nelson. But hearing this news here, that Reiss Nelson has now been offered a new contract for 4 more years after this one expires, I think it's just so disappointing. And it's quite obvious what they're trying to do. They want to get money out of him, so they want him to stay so that they could probably sell him in a year or 2 years' time for a sizable fee. Well, you know what? I'm so glad to hear that Reiss Nelson is looking at other options, because he's tired of the BS that Arteta and Edu have caused on Reiss Nelson's Arsenal career. Last season, we saw the disaster known as Willian get chance after chance after chance after chance. And Nelson only played 2 games last season in the Europa League. And didn't even play a full 90 minutes. Not even a full 90 minutes. Reiss Nelson was healthy back in end of December, January. I remember he put out an Instagram post talking about, he's healthy and ready to go, because he knows that fans are out here asking, where in the hell is Reiss Nelson? How come Reiss isn't even on the bench? You're right there playing 2 goalkeepers on the bench like you're Gareth Southgate, Mikel Arteta, but you can't have Reiss Nelson on the bench to even use him? Clearly, he did not want to use him. He had his own plans, and this is now the result of Mikel Arteta and his backward way of thinking. Now we have a talented youngster who, if I was him, I'm never signing a deal with Arsenal again. I'm leaving on a free so I could get lots of money, and then I'm going to sign for a club that I know that are going to give me a chance and pay and play me. It's done. If you're Reiss Nelson, you are not staying with Arsenal, and it is all Arsenal's. It's the coach, it's everyone higher ups. Like last season, at the beginning of last season, Eddie Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and Reiss Nelson should have all been offered new deals before a ball was even kicked. This time last season, all 3 of them should have been offered new deals. Yes, I said that, all 3 of them. It's quite clear that they're all talented. Yes, they might have needed to go out on loan. I mean, even with Smith Rowe, like Smith Rowe, this whole contract talks with Smith Rowe, this should have been sorted long time ago, before he even started playing regularly in the first team, because it was clear that Smith Rowe was a talented player, and you never know, like something could have happened with Arsenal, and it turns out it did. Same thing goes with Eddie Nketiah. I'm not writing him off just yet. I'm not. He could go out on loan and absolutely boss it. But like Reiss Nelson, if you're Eddie Nketiah, why are you signing a new deal? For what? The club only want to keep you just so that, they could then sell you later for a lot of money when after you're not getting games. They are, I don't like to use this word, but ruin these young players' careers by not giving them game time, all for money. So you know what, Eddie Nketiah, Reiss Nelson, go do what's best for you. Go do what's right for you. Go out there and get games. Get a year loan or even a 2 year loan, but make sure you get games and get and learn your craft. Learn football playing a regular first team player, because particularly Reiss, he definitely needs it. I think he's a confidence player, and he has lost a lot of confidence pissing around with Arsenal and Arteta, not giving them chances. And I'm happy to see that he's rejected the deal. So I wish him all the best. I know he's talented. Whatever happens, I know he'll be fine. So, hey, good luck to Reiss Nelson on that. Next thing I wanted to talk about that came up over the last 12 hours was Matteo Guendouzi. So, Matteo Guendouzi, obviously we know that he's probably going to be going. I think we all understand that Guendouzi's time at Arsenal is done. And the talks were wasn't going to he was potentially going to sign a new deal, and I put up a video about it a few days ago, so definitely go check that out. And it looks like one of the things that I talked about in the video was why would he sign? It looks like he's going to go. The only reason why Arsenal themselves want him to sign, and it looks like that seems to be the case, because Guendouzi isn't that interested in signing. He wants to go. He wants to play regular first team minutes, and this is the reason why Arsenal have brought their valuation of Guendouzi down to allow Marseille to then come in and purchase them. And Marseille are making moves. I think they just purchased Paul Lopez, I believe is his name. Don't quote me on that, but that's just one of the things that I'm hearing about. But I'm pretty sure they've started to bring in players, and you could believe that now we got the 1st of July, that they will want the likes of Guendouzi to come in and do what they need to do and absolutely boss it there at Marseille. So I hope he gets his opportunity. Again, he is another victim of the Mikel Arteta regime, and it seems that his time is done, and Arsenal won't make a lot of money on him because they're not forward thinking. Because what should have happened was that before that meeting had even happened, looking to get Guendouzi to apologise, they should have been looking at their contract situation for all of the players. And I'm telling you this right now, William Saliba's going out on loan next season, and it'll be same type of stuff with him. They're only bringing these players in just so that they could fatten them up and sell them along, which is ridiculous because Arsenal aren't in a position to be selling anyone on. We're terrible at doing it, and we don't even have a first team that has all the right pieces where some of these young players could fit in. So it's incredible with that. But I think this opportunity for Guendouzi to go to Marseille is a good one. The talks are that it's going to be about £12 million, which is a slight profit from what we paid from, which I believe was about 7. But I think Arsenal were probably looking at what they could have potentially gotten somewhere in the region of like 20-25 mil, which probably a year ago you might have been looking at for Guendouzi, or pre-pandemic for Guendouzi. But unfortunately, that just isn't seem to be the case anymore. And now with his contract running down, it's kind of it with Guendouzi. So, yeah. Guendouzi's out. Reiss Nelson should be out. I hope that Eddie Nketiah is out in some way, shape or form. And then finally, we've dealt with all the outs. Look at the ones that's coming in. Arthur Okonkwo, the young goalkeeper who I talked about in previous videos, who looks set to leave Arsenal, is set to sign a new deal, which is interesting because today's July 1st and he's officially a free player, so you can tell that this is probably a tactic from these players so that they could probably get bigger and better deals for them. So not particularly surprised by this. Arsenal is said to say that he's keen on signing. We don't know anything just yet, but he is a talented youngster, and you know what? I would have definitely preferred him than Runnison last season when they were looking for a backup, which is what I thought they would have done. But again, clearly Arteta and the higher ups do not rate our young English players, and this is the situation that we find ourselves in. whereby we've wasted money on buying a goalkeeper and then we look like we're about to lose another one. But hopefully Arsenal could get this deal over the line, get him on a nice 5-year deal. I don't know where he is in terms of his development. You would have to say that he's probably going to need lots of games. So maybe a third choice goalkeeper would make sense. Maybe going out on loan and seeing how he does over the next season or two would probably be best for him and for his development. But either way, I hope that Arsenal could benefit from this going forward. But it does look that Arthur Okonkwo could be staying at Arsenal. But nothing yet on Keto Hart. And today's July 1st, so he's officially gone. Um, and whoever he signed for is going to get a talented player. So well done, Arsenal. I mean, you've just been outstanding, great business. Um, let's see what else you do. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? So definitely, Arsenal fans, leave your comment below. As you can see, I'm pretty annoyed by some of the stories that I'm hearing, because it is once again, Arsenal messing up on the business end of things, which I absolutely hate. But let's see what all we can do from it. I'm hoping for some positives out of this, and I do hope that a lot of the young players that we talked about, the likes of Reiss Nelson and Arthur Okonkwo and Guendouzi, do end up having really good careers, because they definitely all deserve it. They don't deserve to be ostracized, not even played, or be on a bench by Mikel Arteta. So leave your comments below on your thoughts on this. Do check out some of my other content. I've got some links in the description, and I will see you all on my next video, which will be in the description, or as you can see from the end card.